Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Okay, so the CBA is going to be going to the players for a vote, reluctantly. 17-14, I've talked about this before. It's kind of funny because, see, here's what I said. To me, this whole thing is like buying a car. You know, I'm at the point where, you know, I'm on life support here with my truck. You know, I love this truck. We got 290,000 miles of work together. This is like family. It's been 15 years that I've had this truck, and I just don't want to let it go. But, you know, the time is coming. So if you go to a traditional car dealership, you know, you're going to see that truck that you're like, oh, I like that. And you're going to go there and you're not going to tell them how much you really want to spend. And they're not going to really tell you what the price is. Oh, they'll put this price in a sticker, so that's sticker price. But you know what? I'm going to give you a deal here. Here's what we can do for you. And when they offer you something, understand there's fat in there. They'll see if you bite on it. If you bite on, hey, I made everything an above board. But, you know, they have room that they can come down some more to really get to where they really want to be. You know, they got a bottom line price they can sell it for, but they want to get as much as they can. And you, on the other hand, you want to get as much free stuff as you can. You don't want to pay a whole lot of money, so you're going to go ahead and say, I can walk away. Unless your truck breaks down and it can't get fixed and you got to go to work tomorrow. Then you're screwed. When there's no time, deals get made because you don't have a choice. So it's interesting that the NFL put into a cap for the 17 games season. For that 17th game, you would end up having a cap of $250,000. Players like, the fuck? We ain't going for that. So the NFL said, oh, okay, we can get rid of that. That's okay. No problem. Forget about that. Forget about the cap. So, you know, that makes you realize, well, if they had that and that was easy to get through there, what else is it that you might be able to go away with? And that's exactly what I've been talking about, that there's fat in there for the owners. They are literally, you know, they're wringing their hands like, if we can get this thing passed, we're going to go ahead and renegotiate the television contracts. And we're going to be going to them with 17-game season. We got more games. We got more playoff games. We got, you know, we got attendance up. I mean, watching viewership up. So we gonna get more money. We just need these guys to sign on the dotted line. So they may be giving up a little more. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes, whether or not that happens. Now for the Cowboys, I'm sitting here. I got to go in and see my doctor. Second injection for my knee. Ugh. You got to have your mind right for this thing because this is a big-ass needle. The Dallas Cowboys pretty much are moving on from Jason Witten. You know, it's time. It's like my truck. You know, I don't want to get rid of my truck, but it's time. And that's Jason Witten. And it looks like Sean Lee's coming back. Now, the Cowboys, from the standpoint of their offense, regardless of what you guys have been saying, how we're garbage, we need to draft a wide receiver, you know, let Amari Cooper go, and, you know, let's get rid of our garbage-ass quarterback and everything else. Well, Mike McCarthy says, Dak is my quarterback. He's my franchise quarterback. I can't wait to get him in here. And it looks like Amari Cooper is deemed very valuable to the team as well as Randall Cobb. So it looks like at the moment, the only change that you're going to have on the Dallas Cowboys right now looks to be tight end. I think they look at this and say, you know what? We did enough on offense that, I mean, we can still improve. But there's not that many places that we can really upgrade from here. You can always, you look at, Tyron Smith, you know, he's getting a little older and stuff, but when he's healthy, still one of the best in football. Zach Martin, best in football. Travis Frederick showed the difference that he makes. Lyle Collins, he looked really good. Your wide receiver core, you know, all of these guys were in the top 20 in yards per completion. So from the standpoint of that, your quarterback had almost 5,000 yards. So you can go ahead and tweak the offense to get a better result. Maybe be able to get first downs on third down or better in the red zone and things. So, but looking at this group collectively, the only spot you looked at was tight end that you kind of say that was the letdown. And here's the thing about tight end, and people don't seem to realize it or don't understand it, how important tight ends have become. Almost every great team right now, or definitely Super Bowl winning teams or teams that are making the Super Bowls, all have an incredible tight end. And if you do not have a tight end, man, I'm getting to the point where tight end, a great tight end may be more important than a great number one. Because I look at a lot of great number one wide receivers that don't have rings. I mean, your ABs, you look at Green, you look at T.O., but I'm looking at, Kansas City's guy, I'm looking at Gronk, I'm looking at Zach Ertz. It seems like one of these things that you look collectively that ends up deeming and being really important is that tight end. And when you think back to the Dallas Cowboys, Super Bowl years, we had a great tight end. And, when the Cowboys offense was humming, you had Jason Witten as a great tight end. He's no longer that guy. He's a great leader, a guy you look up to. He's a type of player you say is a model citizen and that you want your players to emulate, but we need a guy who can break it. We need a beast now. So the offense, pretty much going to stay together. Defense, well, that's a different story. We'll be talking about that a little bit later. But right now, let me go get this shot. Last week when I got it, man, it hurt worse than usual. I mean, they literally, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it hit a nerve or something, but it was just like, hate needles. All right. I am going to go after you trolls with an argument that you cannot win. You can't. You just can't. Because I roll like that. But I'm going to prove you mother humpers wrong. All right. See you guys.